Hola a todos, bienvenido a mi canal de clases de español en línea. My name is Frank Flores and today we are going to talk about the past tense, el pasado, el tiempo pasado. So, in Spanish we have different ways how to speak in past tense. When we want to narrate something or talk about the past, so we have 4 different ways. The same like in different languages. Yeah, the same like in English, the same like in French. So, and in this video, specifically, we are going to talk about the pretérito indefinido, also called pretérito perfecto simple, pasado simple as well. So depending where you are, the region, so it's called in different ways. So don't be confused if you're going to find like with another name like pasado simple or pretérito perfecto simple. And now, ¿qué es el pretérito? What is the preterite? El pretérito se usa para hablar de acciones completas en el pasado. So the preterite is used to speak about the specific or complete actions in the past. So these actions has a beginning and an end. So they have a specific beginning and an end. It happens once or in a concrete moment. So really important. It has a beginning and an end, and a specific beginning and end, and it happens once in our lives or in a concrete moment. Now, let's go to the conjugation. So don't worry, because we are going to go back to the explanation, but let's go to the conjugación. So for a regular verb, so the conjugation is like this one. Yo hablé, tú hablaste, él habló, hablamos, vosotros hablasteis, y ellos hablaron. Yeah. So this is going to happen for almost all verbs ending with ar. So even the irregular verbs in present tense, they have the same endings. So the stem of the verb will not change, but the endings are going to be the same like this. Now, verbs ending with er, like nacer, to be born. Yo nací, I was born. Tú naciste, nació, nacimos, nacisteis, nacieron. So look at the difference between both of them. Escribir. Yo escribí, tú escribiste, él escribió, nosotros escribimos, vosotros escribisteis, ellos escribieron. Remember, if we are going to be thinking about examples of this past tense, so it's concrete things, specific things, something that started and finished and is not happening anymore now. Yeah. Ayer escribí una carta. Yesterday I wrote a letter or an email. Now, let's go to irregular verbs. So we are going to do in this video just 3 irregular verbs. And we're not going to do all the irregular verbs because if not, this video will be like really long. Yeah, just 3 verbs. Verbo venir, to come. Yo vine, tú viniste, él vino, nosotros vinimos, vosotros vinisteis, ellos vinieron. Querer, want. Yo quise, tú quisiste, él quiso, nosotros quisimos, vosotros quisisteis, ellos quisieron. A nacer. Hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicisteis, hicieron. So look at the endings of these 3 irregular verbs. They are almost similar. Or actually, they're the same. Verbo hacer has a zeta here because we want to keep the pronunciation. Because if we are going to write with C, the pronunciation will be ico. But it's not following the pronunciation like this. Hice, hiciste, hizo. Yeah, and the reason as well is because in Spain, the pronunciation of the C and the Z, yeah, are different like in Latin America. So in Spain, it's going to be hice, hiciste. In Latin America, we say hice. Yeah, and remember one more thing. The grammar, the Spanish grammar is one, even if we are in Latin America or in Spain, is just one grammar. The only difference is like in Latin America, we don't say vosotros. We don't use this conjugation, but in Spain it is. And another thing is like we use different words to to specify different nouns, specifically nouns, like if in Spain they say boli for pen. So in some countries, like in Mexico, they say pluma, or in another countries lapicero. So it's just words, but we understand each other, of course. So this is like these three irregular verbs. So now let's keep going with the explanation, or when do we use el pretérito. Usamos el pretérito para acciones que, so we use the preterite for actions that tienen un principio y un fin definidos. Remember, they have a specific beginning and end. So like this example, imagine like we have this action that started in a specific moment and finish. Ayer estudié por 2 horas. Yesterday I studied for 2 hours. Actually, I can say the specific time as well. What about if I was studying from 2 to 4? So I can use also this past tense. Ayer estudié de 2 a 4. Yeah, another way how to use this past tense, remember, ocurren una vez o en un momento concreto. It happens once or in a concrete moment. So one specific moment, like this one, el año pasado viajé a España. So last year I traveled to Spain. So that is one specific moment, el año pasado. So once in all the complete year, last year. Or another one that is more concrete, more specific. Mario Vargas Llosa, a Nobel Prize, a Literature Nobel Prize, nació en 1936. So Mario Vargas Llosa was born in 1936. I recommend you to read his books. They are really interesting. Now, this is two rules how we can use, but it's not just there. So we have concrete amount of time, we have a beginning and an end, or a specific moment, like verbo nacer, and the opposite, morir. And another way, usamos el pretérito to narrate a series of events. So this is perfect when we want to say what we did yesterday. If we want to say specific concrete things in our day, like yesterday. So look, if I have like maybe something at the beginning of my day, like waking up, then taking a shower, having breakfast, leaving the house, taking the bus. So if I'm keep going, but the specific things, working, I don't want to say more things, just yesterday I work, ayer trabajé. So this is the perfect past tense to narrate that specific things. So, ayer me levanté a las 6 a.m. Yesterday I woke up at 6 a.m. Me duché, I took a shower. Luego desayuné huevos revueltos. Then I had scrambled eggs. I ate scrambled eggs. Después salí de casa. Then I left the house. And look, there is like comma and keep going the actions I did. Remember, I took the bus, tomé el bus, and plum, keep going, keep going. Yeah, so this is perfect again to start a sentence and finish. We can finish our day in just a couple of words. And so, could you answer, ¿qué hiciste ayer? What did you do yesterday? Now, let's go to one biography of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, another Nobel Prize. He's from Colombia. He was from Colombia. Yeah, and this is as well perfect. This past tense is perfect to use in a biography, because in a biography we are seeing specific things. Yeah, we are saying like he was born in this year, he studied here, he went there, he got married, and yeah. And look at this first part. Gabriel García Márquez nació el 6 de marzo. So if you keep reading this biography, so we are finding in bold like these verbs. There are in Preterite. Nació, was born, vivió, escuchó, inspiraron. So he was born, he lived con sus abuelos, he listened to many stories of her. Yeah, he listened. And then that inspired his books. En su juventud, now look, we just jump from the moment that he was born when he was a child to his youth. En su juventud, Gabriel estudió en Bogotá. He studied in Bogota. For how long he was studying? Yeah, we can say actually, but we don't want to go to descriptions while he was studying. No, this is another past tense. This is the imperfecto that we are going to cover in another video. Trabajó como periodista. He worked as a journalist. In this year, 1967, he publicó su novela. Yeah, and actually, Cien años de soledad, also a really important book. Now, en 1982, 1982, he received the Nobel Prize, the Literature Nobel Prize. He wrote a lot of books. He was one of the most famous writers in the world. He's still being one of the more famous. And Gabriel García Márquez murió. He passed away. Yeah. So look, like I told you, in this biography, we are covering his life in just a couple of paragraphs. Yeah. So we are saying since the moment that he was born to the end, and we are not doing descriptions like while he was there, or maybe no, that one is for Pretérito Imperfecto. Again, we are gonna cover that past tense in another video. So keep going with my videos. Share these videos with your friends. In another video, we're gonna cover the Pretérito Imperfecto, and so see you in another video. Okay, bye.